Right now, people are walking into dealerships and financing $40,000 SUVs with cloth seats and four-cylinder engines. They are paying nearly $1,000 a month for a vehicle that will be worth half that in 3 years. Meanwhile, sitting on Craigslist right now, there are SUVs with leather interiors, V6 and V8 engines, and engineering so overbuilt they were designed to last 300,000 miles. The price? Under $8,000. The new car industry is hoping you never learn what I am about to tell you. These are the 7 SUVs that make spending $40,000 on a new one look like financial insanity. Let's start with the SUV that was built to compete with the Range Rover, but nobody remembers it. The Infiniti FX35 from 2009 to 2012. This thing looks like a spaceship. It still turns heads today. But here is the secret most people do not know. Under the hood is the VQ35HR engine, the same engine Nissan used in the 370Z sports car. It produces 303 horsepower, and it is naturally aspirated, meaning no turbos to fail. The transmission is a conventional 7-speed automatic with actual gears, not the garbage, continuously variable transmission that plagues other Nissans. This SUV will embarrass crossovers that cost 3 times as much at a stoplight. The mechanic warning is check the catalytic converters. On high mileage examples, they can get clogged and throw engine codes. But a good set of aftermarket catalytic converters fixes it for $400. You can find these for $7,000 to $9,000, and they drive like nothing else on this list. Now, if you want an SUV that will literally never die, look at the second-generation Acura DX, built from 2007 to 2013. Most people buy a Honda Pilot because it is cheaper. That is a mistake. The MDX uses the J37 V6 engine. It is a 3.7-liter naturally aspirated motor, producing 300 horsepower. It is a larger, more powerful version of the legendary J35 that mechanics worship. The transmission is a 5-speed automatic that Honda perfected over decades. No continuously variable transmission nonsense. This SUV has 3 rows of seating, a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, and a ride quality that makes the new CR-V feel like a go-kart. Mechanic warning, the power steering pump can whine on cold starts. It is a $200 part. Once replaced, this car runs forever. I see these in the shop with 280,000 miles, still on original engines. Price: around $8,000 for a clean one. People are paying $45,000 for a new Honda Pilot with a turbo 4-cylinder that makes less power and has half the lifespan. Here is one that shocks people. The Mazda CX-9, specifically the 2010 to 2015 models. This is a full-size, 3-row SUV. It seats 7 adults comfortably. But what is under the hood is the surprise. Mazda did not have a V6 big enough for this car, so they borrowed the Ford 3.7-liter Cyclone 5.6. This is the same engine found in the Ford Police Interceptor, the car that idles 12 hours a day chasing criminals. It is bulletproof. It makes 273 horsepower and is paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic. Because the badge says Mazda and not Lexus, depreciation crushed it. You can find these for $6,000 to $8,000. Meanwhile, the new Mazda CX-90 costs $45,000 and uses a turbocharged inline-6 that has not proven itself yet. The mechanic warning is this: the water pump on these is internal. Change your coolant every 30,000 miles and it will never fail. Ignore it and you are looking at a big repair bill. Maintain it and you have a family hauler that lasts 250,000 miles. If you want to feel like a millionaire, but only have $8,000, buy a Lexus RX 350, specifically the models from 2007 to 2009. This was the best-selling luxury SUV in America for a reason. It is Toyota reliability wrapped in Lexus leather. It uses the 2GRFE V6, the same engine found in the Camry, Avalon, and ES350. Mechanics consider it one of the most reliable V6 engines ever made. It produces 270 horsepower and runs on regular gas. The interior is quiet enough to hear yourself think at 80 miles per hour. The seats are soft. The dashboard is clean. It does not feel like a 15-year-old car. Mechanic warning. Check the dashboard for cracks. Toyota had an issue with the dash material warping in sunlight. It does not affect how the car drives, but it looks ugly. Other than that, this is a 300,000-mile vehicle. You can find them for $7,000 to $9,000 depending on mileage. Buying a new RAV4 Prime for $45,000 instead of this is throwing money away. Now I know what you're thinking. What if I need something bigger? What if I have to tow a boat or haul 5 kids? You want the Chevrolet Tahoe, specifically the GMT 900 platform from 2007 to 2014. This is a full-size body-on-frame SUV. It can tow 8,000 pounds. It seats 8 passengers. Under the hood is the 5.3-liter Vortec V8. This engine is everywhere. It is in the Silverado, the Suburban, and the Escalade. Mechanics know it inside and out. Parts are cheap, and repairs are simple. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic that General Motors got right. It is one of the best transmissions they ever made. Mechanic warning. Check the oil consumption. Some of these model years have a cylinder deactivation system called active fuel management, and it can cause oil burning. Look for models with active fuel management disabled or plan to have it deleted for $500. After that modification, this truck can reach 400,000 miles. You can find clean Tahoes for $8,000 all day. People are paying $65,000 for a new Tahoe that is essentially the same truck with a bigger screen. Here is a curveball. The Volvo XC90, specifically the models from 2007 to 2014 with the 3.2-liter inline-6 engine. I know. You have heard Volvos are expensive to repair. That is true for the new ones, but this generation is different. The 3.2-liter engine is naturally aspirated, an inline-6 that Volvo designed to be simple. No turbo, no supercharger, just a smooth, reliable motor. It makes 235 horsepower and uses a 6-speed AISN automatic transmission, the same company that makes Toyota transmissions. This SUV has a 5-star crash rating. It was built to protect families. You get Swedish engineering, real leather, and seating for around $6,000. Warning: the electronic module under the driver's seat can fail and cause weird electrical gremlins. It is a known issue, and the fix is about $300. Avoid the T6 turbo models unless you want headaches. The 3.2 is the one to buy. It is the smartest Volvo on the used market. And finally, the #1 SUV that makes spending $40,000 on a new crossover look like a complete scam is the Lexus GX 470 from 2003 to 2009 models. This is not a crossover. This is a real truck. It is built on the Toyota 4Runner frame, and it uses the Land Cruiser Prado platform from overseas. Under the hood is the 4.7-liter 2 UZF-E V8 engine. This engine is legendary. It is the same motor found in the Toyota Tundra and Sequoia. There are documented cases of this engine running over 1 million miles with basic maintenance. The transmission is a 5-speed automatic that Toyota overbuilt. It has a full-time four-wheel drive system with a locking center differential. You can take this thing off-road, across deserts, through rivers. The United Nations uses this vehicle in war zones because it does not break. Mechanic warning: the dashboards crack in the sun. You can buy a dash cover for $40. Everything else on this truck is indestructible. You can find a clean GX 470 from $8,000 to $10,000. A new Toyota 4Runner starts at $42,000 and uses a weaker V6 engine with less capability. The GX 470 is the better truck, and it costs 80% less. So here's the truth. The car industry wants you to believe that you need a new SUV. They want you locked into a $700 payment for 6 years. But the reality is the best SUVs ever made are already sitting on the used market, waiting for someone smart enough to buy them. You do not need $40,000 to drive something reliable, comfortable, and powerful. You just need $8,000 and the knowledge to avoid the lemons. But that is the key. Not every used SUV is a gem. Some of them are ticking time bombs. There are engines and transmissions on the used market right now that will fail at 100,000 miles, guaranteed. I made a full video exposing the 7 used SUVs you should never buy under any circumstances. Click right here to watch it before you make a costly mistake.